Yes, 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 people. H God, Beer Sports Talk, and we are back. AFC West. I have the LA Chargers winning the division. I'm sorry, listen. Yes, boo me, call it hate, call me a hater, say whatever it is you want. Now listen, all I'm gonna say is, right, when I said it, everybody laughed at me, right? Everybody was laughing at me. Everybody saying, I don't know what I'm talking about, but look, all I'm saying is, niggas ain't laughing now, bro, right? Niggas is not laughing now. What am I talking about? So last night, right? Chiefs Chargers in Brazil, second game of the NFL opening week. First game I think ever broadcast live on YouTube. You know what I mean? Shout out to them for that. And it's like I said, bro, John or Jim? I'll be getting twins confused, bro. But Harbaugh and Herbert, they got it done. 27-21. And listen, everybody who's been questioning how good of a quarterback Justin Herbert is and this, that, he's just a social media quarterback, he just look good. Listen, the dog forward last night and showing us say, yo, and on a joke thing, you know what I mean? Let's get into some stats, right? Quarterback performances. Justin Herbert of the Chargers, 25 for 34 for 318 yards and 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 131.7 passer rating, right? He rushed for like 32 yards, which like about 19 of those was just a clutch rush towards the end of the game to seal it. And listen, honestly, watching this game, it's like twofold. For one, like I said, you've seen what in my prediction I know it was a season prediction. I didn't do a specific game, a game-specific prediction, but within the reasoning going behind why it is, I decided I'm picking the Chargers to win the division. It's just the mere fact that, listen, bro, John Harbaugh, and maybe it's Jim. No, yeah, it is Jim, because John is the fucking Ravens coach, right? So Jim Harbaugh, the Harbaughs on a whole, bro, like that's like a footballing dynasty when it comes on to families. You know what I mean? So Harbaugh himself, even if you look at the job he did at Michigan, right? If you look at his time when he was in San Francisco, it's always a year-to-year build, but each year they improve and get better and get better and get better until they hit that point in time to where it's like they're gonna be serious challengers. You get me? But one of the main difference is Harbaugh in his career has never had a quarterback this good in Herbert. You know what I mean? And that to me is a big difference. It's like, it's like Herbert last night was literally immaculate, spectacular. Listen, don't get me wrong, Mahomes wasn't bad either. It's like, listen, he passed 24 for 39, 258 yards, 1 TD, 0 interceptions. You know what I mean? Doing his thing rushing, because I'm trying to see, how many yards did he have rushing? Yeah, see, 57 yards rushing and a rushing touchdown off 6 carries. So Mahomes did his thing. But the biggest problem is Mahomes is probably the only person from the Kansas City Chiefs, especially offense yesterday, that turned up ready to play and balling out, because it was a mess, right? Outside of Mahomes running, they couldn't run the ball at all. Fucking Travis Kelce took out Xavier Worthy, like in the beginning of the fucking game, like some confusion there in the route being running. They're running the cross and he blows Xavier Worthy's shoulder out, bro. You already know Xavier Worthy, he's like a $150, $165 max. running shoulder to shoulder with Kelsey. That shit was gruesome. So like once I seen bro leave the game, I was like, oh yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah, and that in itself, you know, added to an overall lackluster just start by the Chiefs themselves. Like I said, they didn't look like themselves. It didn't really look good. It wasn't a very clean performance. And yeah, penalties. They had 10 penalties for like 71 yards, and they were super inefficient in the red zone. 1 or 3 from conversion rate. And listen, with all that being said, they still only lost the game by a touchdown, and that's why, like, as much as you might want to hate on Mahomes, them and all that, it's like they're still them. You know what I mean? And they're still like that for a reason. But like I said, bro, people, and rightfully so, are on the Mahomes, Andy Reid bandwagon, all that. But when I tell them that this year is going to be different, the division is going to be a lot tougher, so it's going to be a lot more. It's just going to be a greater challenge, you know. And people act like what I was saying is crazy, but see, there it is, right there, proof in the pudding. First game out, right? First game out, and it's not to say the Chiefs have never lost their opening game before, because they have. You get what I'm saying? They have before, but first game out, the Chargers really and truly have put a stake down in the ground to show, say, yo, yeah, we're here and we mean business. You know what I mean? Because this victory, it's snapping a 7-game losing streak that the Chargers been on versus the Chiefs. You know what I mean? Like a 7-game losing streak, that's kind of crazy. But yeah, you know, that's how it ends. 27-21 out in Brazil. I felt a very good game. And, you know, now Herbert and the Chargers, they have that early leg up on the Chiefs, which, especially being in division with them specifically, you're always gonna need that. You know what I mean? You're always gonna need that. So, yeah, more to come, and let's see how the season plays out. Like I said, the first 2 games of the season, and they've already provided us with some good storyline and just good content to see. So let's continue seeing how it goes for the rest of the season, and yeah, onwards to Sunday, you know what I mean? To see my boy them. But yeah, that's all I got for this reaction here, peeps. Y'all let me know though, is this the beginning of the end for the Chiefs, like I think it is? Or is it just one of those games where, you know, luck of the draw happens and the Chiefs got unlucky this time? Y'all sound off and let me know. But peeps, I ain't gonna spend too much more longer on this one. About to go gear up, get ready. You already know college football soon starts, so we gotta lock in on that. We're gonna have those reactions coming, people. But until then, peeps, if there's just one thing I could ask y'all to do, right? Just one thing. Just hit that little red subscribe button there and join the family. You already know we're on the road to 1K, and we know we're gonna do it. You see me? We're gonna do it. So just join the family, lock in, and make the algorithm know, so yo, yeah, we're dead at peeps. You see me? But until the next one, I'm out.